Dr. Nicola, and I am hopping on today to talk to you about your body. So, a couple weeks ago, I got pretty sick, and it was came on all of a sudden. I was feeling fine, had a great weekend out skiing, and then on Monday afternoon, just started feeling a little bit off. And then the middle of the night, Monday, I was full on head cold, and it was pretty severe on Tuesday. I had to cancel my whole day. I couldn't even really do emails or Zoom meetings or anything like that. I just was down for the count. And I was frustrated a little bit by that. But by Wednesday morning, I really started to soften and remember, hey, my body needs this rest and it's okay to let everything go. And and then I started looking at the few weeks prior and realized I'd really been stuffing my schedule again because I have a tendency to do that, would create some space and then stuff it full of all sorts of things that my mind can justify that needs to happen, but it's not always necessarily true. And it's definitely not what's in my highest good most of the time to be that busy and be that hyper scheduled. So once by Wednesday morning, I started being with my body and honoring the wisdom of my body for creating this head cold that was just really prohibited me from marching on, from going forth and doing what I thought I needed to do. I started really being an appreciation of my body, an appreciation of the mucus and the stuffiness and the sneezing and the fatigue, and really honoring it. Like, okay, you want to go back to bed? Let's go back to bed. Oh, you want to go back to bed again? Let's go back to bed again. And so, um, and then by Wednesday dinner time, the symptoms were like 80% gone. It was kind of amazing given how sick I was the day before and that morning to how quickly my body resolved. And by Thursday, I was totally fine because I was no longer in struggle with my body. So when you get an illness or an injury or pain, be that chronic or acute for any of these things, what if you were to slow down and start by putting your hands on your heart and saying, hey, body, I appreciate you. I appreciate what you're doing. And I'm going to take the time to be with you and listen and kind of settle in and receive whatever messages or information you're wanting to send my way. And so that can be really, really exciting. It can also be really difficult. There can be a lot of resistance to that. Well, if you knew how sick I was, or if you knew how much pain I was in, you wouldn't ask me to be with it, would want to get away from it. But really, we don't want to get away from it. We really want to move closer to what our body's offering and then just kind of neutralize it. How can I be in harmony with this? Yes, there's pain here. Yes, there's discomfort here. Yes, there's perceived suffering here. But what if it was all happening for me and not to me? And what if there really was divine wisdom behind all of that? What could you receive then? And then what comes up in the resistance? What do you not want to be with? What do you not want to sit with? What is your body or your system trying to offer you that you're kind of steering away from? And and then get to play with that too. And even if you don't know, like you don't want to get too heady about this. Like, what am I resisting? But like, can you extend your heart into your arms and your hands and have them be extensions of you and welcome that resistance in too. Again, from the heart, not so much from the head, from an analysis, problem solving point of view. And so that's not to say that we don't, for example, for me, I took herbs and some supplements. I gave myself a wellness shot. I did some things, but it shifted from Tuesday where I was taking all this stuff to get over this cold as fast as I possibly could. And then by Wednesday, I was offering the herbs and the teas and the vitamins to my body as in an honoring way, in a devotional way, in a I hope this assists you body. And so it wasn't to move away from what was happening. It was really more from like this place of honoring and like connection and wanting to support and assist and be present to rather than want to counter, fix, change, shift, or resist. So, tell me about what's going on in your world. I'd love to hear how your body's feeling. What has your body shown you? And either in that moment, what did you realize was the gift for you? Or now, as you take this moment to pause and reflect on, again, either an illness or injury or pain, something that you're dealing with, What, take a moment and reflect, and then what do you see that's here for you? And let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for joining today. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.